We got time for bear hugs.
Okay, well, yes, we have more bear hugs. Very good. So.
No cane versions? Okay.
No cane version. No cane version. All right. Perhaps we can have another volunteer.
All right. We can take it
Thank
this
you.
time. Yes, you can. And you will.
All right. So we're going to work with another bear hug defense. Once more, as you stand minding your own business, some lout reaches over and places his hands upon you. Here, it is important to remember that you have to prevent them from choking you, which is what they might want to do. So you want to grasp your hands and again lower your center of gravity. Once here, make sure you raise your arms, have some space. You will then separate, grasp a hand, just pick a choice and pick a side, and then you are simply going to rotate until you are outside the field of influence. From here on, you can simply push straight down. You can also rotate around and then help them onto the ground. Once there, it's quite important to realize that again, you can face quite a bit of pain if you care to. Kicking is usually what I find best, and you can do it to your heart's content. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. Always my pleasure.
Oh, indeed it is. Yes.
Suspense is killing.
Would someone care to join and show me, perhaps?
Yay.
Remember, young lady, you want to grasp the hands firmly and then lower your center of gravity aggressively. Then step around. Once you're there, place them in what I like to call a chicken wing, and then strike them upon the head lightly.
Oh, please say the lines. Say cluck, cluck, little head.
Yes.
That's a joke.
And you can add other. That one works good. Let's just stay with bear hugs until we hit our time barrier. Another bear hug they did was the musical chair bear hug, straight out of the book.
Yeah, I know, but we have this that we haven't shown yet, so I was going to do this one.
Okay.
Yeah, but why are all filling one bear hugs?
Because you guys dragged them off at the beginning or at the end with bear hugs.
Yeah, that's
So
all.
it teaches them how to get out of it.
All right, but you get it. All right, so I'm good with that. It's just continuing techniques. Okay.
It's getting late, so I must call it an evening.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, young lady. You were going to train all night. Why, I certainly appreciate your attendance.
Thank you for your kindness.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Hopefully these techniques will be of use.
I'm a lady.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir.
Okay, good evening, sir.
And not those ladies. They
All right, so
Okay,
you
wait.
guys left.
For staging, it works better if you say goodbye to them, and then drag out your goodbye to them a little bit.
Okay,
So-
all right.
Pulling this off.
So,
Yes.
evening idiots.
Okay.
Ladies, photo off, and they're grabbing that and going while you're saying goodbye.
both sides.
All right, very good. So when you say, it's getting late, it's like, all right, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate your help. Very good. Cheerio. Yes, keep going. Yes. Hopefully these techniques have been of some assistance to you, young ladies. Thank you very much. Have a safe travel.
Yes, I got my line.
All right, very good. All right, so now costume change.
We want the right to vote.
Too bad.
We want the right to vote. We want the right to
Another one
vote.
round.
Kick you in the nads for the right to vote.
Yeah, we saw it.
We want the right to vote. We want the right to vote.
So what do we have here?
You again, do you have nothing better to do than harass women in the streets? The thugs you allowed to attack us yesterday injured my leg.
Well, that serves you right for disrupting the civil order. And why, I think you're faking it.
Ow! 1, 2, 3!
Ah! Oh! Ah, the Queen's jewels! Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, they're all sweaty in there.
Okay.
Good day, sir.
My lord, what happened to you lot?
A lot, sir.
Yes. You look like you've had quite a meeting.
We got a request.
There, let me perhaps use your assistance.
You don't have to have any tips
Oh,
on
what?
What is the cue for us to start getting up?
Him.
What, yeah. Good lord, you look like you're taking
Yeah,
a
when
meeting.
when George walks back on stage after that last fight, it's all off. You're out of character. It's introduction
I
time.
can't, there's a sign on me and I've got.
Okay.
He will say something.
It's the
I'll
end.
start moving.
You're not cool with saying good day, sir. Well, you start clapping.
Okay.
So it will cue them to start clapping. So
really wanted to be
get up and get off.
Yes. Would you guys care to take a card? You know,
Yes.
that'd be awesome.
That would be great.
All right. So, welcome, gentlemen and ladies. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed our play. We are Defense Demos, and we are trying to show you a little bit of the art of Bartitsu. So, first of all, I'd like to go through a few introductions for our group. We are actually a martial arts group that's local here in Atlanta. We are all training for Hapkido. And so, let's go through a round of introductions. I'm George Padlavanzas, please make your acquaintance. Over here.
I'm Joel Dunham. I studied under Dr. Parlevantis for several years.
Thank you, Mr. Dunn.
And I'm Michael McKenzie. I mean, are we doing like...
Yeah, just a little flirt. Like, I'm not going to
Okay, and
back
I've been
up.
studying with all these people for a couple of years now.
I'm Mike Sharon, my groin hurts from that one.
Yes?
That one out, that one.
Yeah, it was
The Master P.
Yes.
I'm Stephen Reagan.
He was just
Yeah, just like that.
And I get beat up recreationally.
I actually don't do any of this, I just do costumes.
Yes, and indeed, we were very, very helpful. Thank you, madam. Dr. Box here was actually instrumental in our your costuming.
I'm Gerald Parker. I try to help coordinate the group. It doesn't quite work out the way we all want, but you know, it goes.
I'm Olivia Logis, and I've been studying the art for about 3 years.
Indeed, indeed.
I'm Jessica Parker, and I manage the Facebook page. Check us out, facebook.com/defensedemos.
Thank you, madam, and we do really appreciate that. Fantastic. So, I also would like to point out our director for the evening, Dr. Paul Gay, is right there in the audience. Thank you, sir. Please step up.
The idea for this actually came from George. We were studying the cane just for fun. Cane is part of our martial art. We did some historical research. That's how we got into Bartitsu and some other period things. George's idea was to take it, add some little steampunk flavor to it, and we ended up doing that. To tell you a little bit about how this works historically, in about 1900, England was a very isolated place. The average person didn't know much of the outside world. Edward Barton Wright actually was well-traveled for his day. He'd been to many foreign countries, Africa, Europe, Asia. He brought back jiu-jitsu and some jiu-jitsu practitioners from Japan as part of his school. He brought back Vigny, who he studied cane and Sabat from Switzerland. Added this to his school, bundled them all together into what was really the first mixed martial art. An important, the suffragettes part here, about 1900 was when the suffragette movement was in full swing in England. There was a lot of people who were trying to stop the suffragette movement, even including the police officers. They studied jiu-jitsu, ostensibly even with Barton Wright, but certainly they studied in many other schools. A famous jiu-jitsu practitioner actually was a suffragette. There were many conflicts in which they used martial arts. The interest in Bartitsu, the reason Bartitsu survives in our modern times is through Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes used Bartitsu. It's spelled a little bit differently in Sherlock Holmes, but it used Bartitsu. The reason Sherlock Holmes survives to this day. The first Sherlock Holmes story comes out 1887. The first Jack the Ripper known victim is 1888. Crime novels exploded. It's been famous to this day. A cane was a common item that a gentleman or lady would consider part of their normal dress. so it was available for use in self-defense. In the Jack the Ripper times, obviously England was a dangerous place to be, so you needed all you could get. There were very many regional styles. Today we think of boxing or wrestling as being worldwide. Wales had 3 separate kinds of wrestling in just the country of Wales. So there were many regional styles, many different people who studied many different styles of cane. This is only one of them. We presented it in period dress because it's more fun that way. And George Bainey.
Yes.
Any questions? George Bainey. Any questions? Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
You're going to have a better question than that if you want to pronounce it.
There we go.
Yes.
Why are you so handsome?
I can't help.
Is that a scar? Okay, so basically you get questions from the audience, right? I assume we're going to probably have some requests for throws, and you can offer it, or I can offer it, you know, if you guys want some more. Shall I torture these guys some more?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So we can do a little bit of that. So that'll eat up some time, because you know the diatribe does always eat up some time. Anything that we can.
What I want to do is open up first for questions. If you have questions about Bartitsu in general, we'll try to answer it. But also, what's it like to costume for something like this? What's it like to act in something like this? What's it like to be a stunt person in something like this?
People are doing that, because there's an entire how to steampunk every era. going- I know
Keep on
all
them.
of them,
Yeah.
except for the one that's during arm. Yeah.
But we have a few extra considerations because you have to be able to fight in your costume.
Yes. Yes, indeed. You
No
know.
corsets. Yeah.
Yes. No corsets. They are like capes.
Well, you're good.
Yes.
I had a cape for one of my costumes.
All right. So anything else that you all can think of? Any observations? Anything that we should have this time?
I mean, it's gonna be once it's there, because the stage space is really constrained.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of space in the wings, so us lining up on the side, bolting up on the side is not gonna matter.
Okay.
Scoot back to the wall.
That's good because I remember that.
The wall. But the stage if it's the same stage they had last year, it will be 8 feet deep and about 12, maybe 16 feet long at the most. So
that's not
you're really talking about a little bit more than those maps.
Want me to stop it, Dad?
Yeah, that's not good stuff.
The other thing is, when you guys take falls, on the stage you're off, but not on the mat, just be I mean, you know, it's gonna be a real cement floor with a little bit of carpet on it.
Yeah. I would be
We'll have
very
it.
careful.
Don't forget,
Yeah, I'll be very careful not to
The
throw your
stage-
guys in a bad way.
the stage is gonna be uneven, metal, not fun.
And it
long as
maybe
it's
the
not
whole thing gets
spikes sticking
placed
out,
right in
yeah.
front of the stage. That maybe.
And that's actually